Oh, okay. That's right.
Paging, AM paging transmitter.
A friend of mine, Jar, was telling me about that. I guess back in the early days, he had some experience with that thing. He got into it and nearly killed him. He had to go out there and repair it when it was up and running. So, anyhow, this is car 4-dash. It's just a 4-125 modulating up. What was that? 4-250. Have to correct me if I'm wrong on that. Well, it sounds interesting. Hey, leave it on set. Of course, if we ever get a band opening, it will be perfect on 6 meters. Back to you, NCHW, I need XPK.
Hey, buddy. I ain't quite surprised. It's sitting there in the garage now. Yeah, it is a 4-day, 250. It's pretty good on AM, but I on 6 meter AM, it might be a bit too much because, yeah, unless you got a fan of those, I mean, who's going to talk to you with all that power? I mean, it ain't going to do you any good, but Mark's been on me about getting it all together and get it up on the hill, so I think that's where it's going to end up. I don't know yet. I haven't decided where I'm going to stick it, but it hasn't made it to the basement yet, so one of these days I'll get to it. Yeah, I seen that. Who was telling me? Somebody was telling me you got a new transmitter there. Sounds good. Sounds real good. And they said a picture of it's on QRZ, and I got on there and looked, and I said, wow, that looks cool. I like that old Motorola case on that thing. I ain't got none of the old styles, but I got a lot of the other styles, you know. I don't know. Yeah, we drug this thing out, and it's been sitting for probably 4 or 5 years, and we've got to replace a bunch of caps and this speech amper shot, and a handful of resistors and some other things, and spent about 4 or 5 days on the bench with it, and got it back on here, and said, what the heck, put it on here and try it out. So it's been on and off here the last month or so. When I'm home, I'll jump on it for a little bit, but I've just been spending a whole lot of time here. So, back to you. NXPK, NCHW.
Sorry, Paul, NCHW, XPK. Well, you knew that was going to happen. I mean, that's as old as that thing is, my goodness. Yeah, you'll have to tell me. I don't recall what the manufacturer of it was. I don't know if I'm going to take a stab, and I don't think it's Motorola, right? It's some sort of a, well, it's probably not a GE, so you're going to have to, you just have to tell me what the manufacturer is. What's the rated carrier on that as well? A single 4-250. I mean, what is that stuff? Maybe quarter kW, 300 watts, maybe something like that. Carrier, anyway. That's, heck yeah, that'd make a dandy transmitter. You need that kind of power. 6 meters anyway. You don't when the band's open, but, you know. And, yeah, I'm sure that whole thing needs resurrected, so, you know, as long as that thing was up there running, and then when it was shut down, and, you know, just kind of left set there, I can imagine. Well, you get your hands full with it, but it sure sounds like it's going to be pretty nifty. NCHW, NXPK.
NXPK, NCHW. No, it's the 4-250. It claims it's running up to 4K. But, hey, we'll find out. I don't know. I never even had the power on it yet. Like I said, I gotta get the power supply and get it down here. But my point there just goes in the back of my truck. It was just way just too much. I mean, we pulled the power supply module and still it took 4 guys to pick it up and set it in the back of the truck. I mean, I was like, wow, that thing is heavy. So, yeah, I think power supply weight probably just by itself was like 125 pounds, and the modulator was even more. I mean, it took 2 of us to pick that thing up, but yeah, the manufacturer of that is Buell. It's an old one. I think it was right around the early 60 area, maybe somewhere in there. I'm not quite sure. Let's get out the book and look at it again. But yeah, it's definitely heavy, and probably going to take 3 or 4 of us to get it back to the basement and take it down, stretch it, and put it all back together. I figured I'd just throw the power supply up on the bench and go very active, bring it up real slow and see what it does. I mean, either going to smoke or stroke off somewhere. I don't know. We'll find out. But anyway, talk to you, Marty.
Sorry, tell me the manufacturer again. It took me a bit when you said that there, and I heard everything else, but I missed the manufacturer.
Yeah, Buellman.
Oh, Buellman. Okay. I don't know if I knew that or not. I think I'd have remembered that name if I'd have heard it. It does not sound familiar. I don't know that I've ever heard the name of that thing. Oh, that's interesting. You have to put some pictures up on QRZ or well, you probably not going to put it on QRZ. Why don't you get some digital photographs, snap some. I'm getting the booth here on QRZ. My call's on there, of course, as you know. But you can snap and pull pictures and send them over this way. That'd be kind of interesting to see that. And yeah, you probably heard me talking to Virgil. You know, I got some of these cables on 2 meters, and I mean they were okay, but it's 2 meters. Who's got the receiver? Who's got the capability of really, taking full advantage of that audio? It's FM, but still, it has some decent audio. But and when I saw this, Robert had made some of those kind of the flat touch line cabinets, and that was for me. I said, man, finally, after all these years, I have found, something worth, a project worth modifying that, those cabinets for that. So it worked out, and yeah, we've been having all kind of fun with the transmitter since we got it. Back to you, Danny XPK.
All right, Danny XPK, MCAW. Yeah. I don't know. I just like it. I like the roundish corners on it as compared to the newer stuff that's squared off and everything. I mean, they just got their own. Yeah, he did a nice job on that from what I could see. Yeah, one of these days we'll have to get it together and I'll take a look at it. Glue and all on it. So how you been working? You been still out there driving a truck or what? Back to you, Marty. Yeah, he's XPK, man. You buddy.
Yeah, doing a little bit of everything. Doing the traffic stimulation for the state full time, and then they call me as an extra driver for snow and ice. We were on that last night, and that's second part of the day. First 8 hours is the regular job. Second 8 hours is the OT for the doing the snow and ice deal. And still down at the PD. going full bore with that, and just playing radio. Doing the towers still. We had a great year this year. Lots of work. Just did a couple of towers. Did just a bunch of antenna work, and just had a blast with it. Stayed real busy. And thank goodness, at least for right now, we've had a month or so of, just a virtual slowdown, which is okay. The holidays are here, need time to catch my breath and get all that squared away. So, and played around with the repeater. I put a different amplifier in there. I am going to sell one of those TPL 300 watt amps, and I stuck a Systems 375 watt amp on the repeater. Of course, it's only doing 300. I've got to throttle it back to 300. As you know, I'm using a crossband coupler on that piece of 5/8 hard line that runs up the tower. The commercial UHF repeaters on one side of it, and 6-meter repeaters on the other, and I'm limited to 350 watts each port. So we got to bump back a little bit, and since I left that one bow tie antenna around to the other leg of the tower, it made it much more omni, which in theory, it's supposed to, but you know how that is, Paul. Sorry is one thing, action is one. And except for now, because the tower at the top is still so wide, that, the loops would not be on top of each other. They'd be out of phase and all this. And, finally I put the power planners, take the one and move it around to the other leg, and we'll just let the chips fall where they may. And that's what we did, and it worked out great. I've got full quieting, great signal, clear up to Haynesville. All the way up to the lake now. Got it way down in your neck of the woods, even further down. I added a receive site down in Stone Creek. That's 123.0, and it's got spectacular receive coverage down that way, so we've been real happy with it. And that TE Systems amplifier, although it was expensive, so far it's held up. And that's what I told the guy. I said, hey, I don't mind. I need an amplifier. I need an amplifier in this power class that's going to hold up. And you rate yours at continuous duty, but, not everybody's continuous duty ratings are the same. And mine is that you throw a brick on it, on the key, and then you walk away from it, and hours later you come back and it should still be working. And that's continuous duty means just what it is. So you got to be honest with me here and tell me, if in fact that's the case. And he said I wouldn't have any problem. And so far, knock on wood, I haven't had any trouble. So I guess we'll see. It's been in there a few months. So back to you. NP is like a standard XPK.
Marty. XPK is CW. Yeah, I shut my stuff off. I shut my 6-meter down here about 3 months now. The lack of use. I'm not around to take care of it no more. And so I shut it all off. I ain't got nothing on here no more. These people go around and gather up and stuff. After I can give that stuff away, nobody wants it. Nobody wants to mess with it. What's buying it? Sure. So, whatever. But, I don't know. I think I just simply got burned out on messing with that stuff. I just give it up. And, I gotta go around one and probably the weather breaks and take stuff down and haul stuff back to the house and probably part it out and scrap or whatever. I don't know. And I got cabinets all over the place and antennas and stuff, but well, to get back up to the tower and get that part on. I got like 4